Alright, welcome back to the channel. Been a little bit of time since I've posted on here, but we're back now. So today we're going to be doing a full month of testing to show you some stuff that I'm working on. If you want to learn more about my strategy, there's a link to my Instagram and Telegram down below. But let's not waste any more time. Let's jump onto the charts and do a full month of testing so that you guys can see. Okay, so this is where we're currently at for the testing so far. I just thought it'd be good to run you through where we've got to. So I want to test essentially something to do with wicks and breaks of structure, just to like really improve that edge when it comes to looking at breaks of structure. So as you can see, we've kind of done some already through 2025, and I'm testing both with the wick, without closing above or below the wick, the win rate of both, and then just it all combined, so I can kind of see if just trading it using this new thing I might implement is actually more profitable, and not necessarily more profitable, but just better at stopping losing months, which, you know, with everything going on at the moment, is quite important. So this is kind of where we're at so far on the test session. So we're up 13k over the year. This is for 2025. So we can see a max consecutive wins of 6, max consecutive loss is 8, average loss of 0.88, average win of 273%. So it's not doing too badly. 2025 is a bit of a tricky year, as a lot of you guys will know through trading it. So the goal is obviously to be profitable over the year, and as I said, if we can reduce the loss, then that's also important, because, you know, we're trading is not just about making money, it's also about capital preservation. So what we're going to do is backtest to the 11th of August, and do a month from there, so you can kind of see what we're looking for. So this session's kind of passed, so we're going to go to the next session, and I'll show you what I'm kind of looking for in terms of breaks. So for example, we have this big push up that's broken above the high just about, but it's not closed above the highest, in this case highest wick in the high. So what I'm testing to see is if it doesn't close above this wick in the candle that breaks structure, does it have more of a chance to win or lose, is essentially what we're testing. So I'll do my usual, trade. I'll do my usual trade, and we're basically just looking to see if it wins or loses. So I guess the theory of what I'm saying here is that it would lose, but obviously that's what we want to test. So let's just move this up. So we have some rules around times as well. So it's now made a new high and broken high, so that's no trade, and we go to the next session. So the same again. That's not broken. That's now broken. Now again, what we're looking for is this wick here. Did it close above this wick? And the candle that actually did break structure was this one, and it just about did close above this wick, but it's not like a super strong setup, so I wouldn't be super confident in this one, but this would be a valid one to take. So again, just same as usual. And this is literally all I'm testing. I am also streaming me back testing when my PC allows it. So that's another thing, right? So that's going to be no trade again, because it's made new structure. So we keep going. That's not really broken at low. No trade. So yeah, I do try and stream my back testing as well, but my internet on my PC is not always the best, and can cut out, so it can get a bit annoying. That's a break, but it's not a break of the wicks. So again, we'll take this, but this should lose if the theory is correct. So that's going to be a winning trade. So we take a picture of that. And then what we do is we paste it in. Now, did the candle that breaks structure, which was, what one was it? This one? Yeah, this one. Did it close above the highest wick? No. But did it win? Yes. So we just mark that down so that we can see what's relevant. And basically, I'm just doing a year to see if this would actually make a difference and if it's worth testing longer, as opposed to, you know, doing too much and just wasting your time. So that's the most recent high. So this is not going to be a trade. Yeah, no trade. Next session. Maybe we'll do a bit more in a month. Depends how much we get through. So that's no trade. There's no trade there yet. This one's a bit tricky. I don't think that's a break of the high. Now that's a break of the high. But it didn't close above the wick. So again, chances are we won't get tagged into this. Just because it's quite a big push to the upside. But we shall see, we shall see. And we are in just about. And that is another win. Now, did that break to the upside? Yes, yeah, it did. So that one's fine. So that's proving the strategy so far. So that's another win. I probably should have kept separate stats for this session to see. I think we're up 5% right now. But we shall see. So that's the London candle, and it did break and close above. This one is probably going to lose. But we do have to follow the strategy throughout. So we have to take it. But this is how simple it is to test. So we're tagged in. And we shall see. It's not breaking the high, so this should lose probably. Yeah, so that one loses. Probably would have closed in a real trade situation because we basically never broke above that high and started breaking to the downside. But that's something to bear in mind. That did break above. Did not win. So again, you just remove it. And then you go on to the next trade. So we're on the 24th. So we're getting there now. That's not a low. It's going to be no trade today. Now, as I said, if you want to learn a bit more, there is my group where you can kind of find out a bit more about how I trade. Is that the 8 there? Yeah. And that's broken and closed below. So we're going to take this and see what happens. Extend it. Why is this? There we go. Wow, it's dropping. Just never got entered, which is a bit annoying. Got to be careful of the time. It's made a low, so that's going to be no trade. Next session. So that is a break, but not a break below the wick. So this should most likely lose. Again, this is kind of just guesswork at the moment while I, figure out this strategy properly. But let's see. So we're tagged in and it did lose. That one would have been quite close. Let's see if it did go to TP. No. So that's good. So we would have avoided that loss if we implemented this new thing. And this is what I want to see. It's not so much about making more profit. It's more about reducing the losses that we have. Now that's a break. Is it a break above the wicks? No. So this should probably lose. You put the new limit down. It's tagged in now, and it did lose because it didn't break the high, so that would be another loss avoided. And then we go to the next session. So we're still up 3% on the video. We started at 13k, we're at 16k, which is good. So we're still up on the video. So that's now a push to the upside. Now that's actually London's high, so we won't have a trade there. What actually happened? Just looking. Yeah, so that's why we didn't have a trade. It did not win. So next session. So that's a push to the downside and a break below. So take this. Extend it. It's made a new high and a new low now, so that's invalid. And so that is now the end of the month, not the end of the video. So what I do now is go through and work out how much we made and lost. So for July, with just using this new thing, we would have returned -1, 2, 1%. And then with just no wick look at, it would have been -1, -2, +1, break even, -1. So that's -1. The win rates. So for this one, it'd be 1, 2, 3 trades, 3 trades, and 1 win. So 33.333%. And for the other one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 win. So you can see, with just using this new thing, it returned better than it combined for the month, using no strategy in terms of looking at wicks breaking above or below. And obviously if you just traded the ones that didn't, then obviously you can see it lost. So what I'm going to do at the end of this is look at the total for the year, to kind of see if it's worth continuing to test, because I know that 2025 was quite an interesting year in terms of trades, and so I want to see how it performs in rougher markets, because if you can save and preserve capital and avoid losses where necessary, then that is going to be key. So we're not done yet because we started on the 11th of July, so we'll go till the 11th of August, so that it fits what I was talking about. But anyway, let's carry on. So waiting for a break. there's the break. It did break below, so this is going to be a good setup. Very short here. And so that's now hit the target already, so there's going to be no setup there. And good that we didn't, because what's that? NFP came out and flew to the moon. So we avoided a loss there, which is good. So let's carry on. That's a break, but a fail to break that. So this, in theory, should lose. So we shall see. But according to the strategy, this should be a loss. So tagged in, and it did lose, which is good. It's funny actually, like, being like, oh, this is good when it's losing, but this is what I want to see. This is, you know, proving that there might be something out there to test, which is good. So again, this did not break the wick, so this should also lose. But we shall see. So tagged in, and it lost. So again, that's 2% already that we could have avoided. So we go to the next session. And here we are. So that's now break the low. And it did break below the wick. So this will be a setup that should win. Obviously, it's not 100% guaranteed, but this trade should win, just based off potentially what we're saying about this hypothetical. So we're in the trade now, and it's broken the high, and that would be a loss. So put that on. And this is very simple. You can do this. I spotted this through just testing this strategy, and sort of seeing what happens with it. And then when you kind of get an idea that, you know, this may be working, you then just test it for a year, see what happens, collect some data, and then go from there. And that's really what you want to do, is just test over and over and over. So that's another loss there, which is pretty brutal. Wow, to the pip, that one there, which is quite nasty, but you know, that is trading for you. So that's, yeah, unfortunate. Next session, there's no high broken there, still no high. Now it's broken. So draw on here. And the good thing about when you're testing stuff like this is you really don't have to, you know, care so much about the result. You can kind of just test, because I'm not testing for profit and loss. I'm testing for, you know, if this is something that I could implement down the line into my strategy, which is what you want to be doing. Is you want to be constantly, you know, evolving your strategy as the market evolves, and you know, making sure that over every year you're returning, you know, profit, because ultimately that's what you want to do. You don't want to be in a position where you lose. And there's probably other ways I can risk manage this, but for now, this is what I'm liking. So that was the 11th, so we'll do one more for luck. We're up 1% on the video, so if we can win another trade, then we'll be up 4% on the video. Now this did not break the high. Well, it did break the high, sorry, but it didn't close above the high wick. So I don't expect this to win, but this will be the last trade regardless. if we don't get tagged in, then obviously we'll do another one. Come on. What is this done? There we go. So let's redraw this up to here. Okay, yeah, so this is probably going to be no trade. Yeah, past 12, so no trades. So we'll keep going for the sake of the video to give you one more trade. Itchy nose, sorry about that. So, okay, that's no trade. I guarantee there'll be no trade this whole day. Yep, no trade. So that is a break, but obviously not above the wick. So probably not gonna see a win for the last trade, but we have to take it anyway for the strategy. And obviously there we go, it did lose, so put that in. And yeah, that's essentially what it is. If you want to see more strategy testing videos, more than happy to do that, to kind of show you where we are. I'll keep you updated with this, and we're going to be testing it out on a prop firm too, which is exciting, so I'll let you know about that. But for now, I'll leave you to it. Hope you enjoyed this sort of chill video back, and yeah, see you in the next video.